Hey, it's Arie here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In this video, I'm actually very excited for this one because, as you can see right here on the screen, I actually just made my very first $722.01 in the 4% success challenge right here. So I'm actually very excited to get into this. In this video, I'm going to be going over how I made my very first $722.01 right there. I'm going to be going over exactly how I did it. Pretty much my entire story in terms of how this all happened right there. But before I dive into things, if this is the first time that you're on my channel, I'm always putting out new videos on a regular basis, Monday through Friday, that will show you how to do affiliate marketing, how to grow an online business, and how to create a passive income right online. So if you enjoy those kinds of videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below and tick that bell icon so you can be notified whenever there's a brand new video. But let's talk about how I actually made this very first amount right here. So the 4% challenge is pretty much, it's a training that pretty much shows you how to build, like an online business, how to do affiliate marketing, how to really build up yourself as, how to really stand out from all the other average, struggling marketers out there. So this is known to be one of the most transformational programs out there, and I've seen lots of people getting great results with this, and it was something that when I first heard about it, I was very excited to, of course, get into this and start, going through the training. And I'd say hands down, out of all the different training programs that I've ever been a part of, this I'd say is hands down the most, I'd say easily the most transformational program out there. But I want to talk exactly about how I made my very first $722.01 right there. But so real quick, a funny story that I want to share real quick. So this program is currently going through like an update process at the time that I'm, of course, making this video. So currently right now, this is like 4% version 3.0 that you're seeing right here that I'm currently on. But right now, as I'm recording this, they're currently going through some sort of like update process where they're going to like a 4.0 version. And it's currently at like 45% complete right there. But interesting story. So I was on the 4% Facebook group, and the owner of this program, Vic Stryzus, was pretty much saying, be sure to keep an eye on your email for any, updates from the 4% about, the new 4.0. So, that's basically what he was saying right there. And then, Friday afternoon, I just decided, I'm going to see if there's any, like new updates about, the 4% 4.0, because I wanted to, learn more about, what's going on with the whole 4% 4.0. But when I actually checked my email, I was actually very surprised. I didn't expect this at all. I checked my email and I came across these two emails right here that said, from 4%, says, Shiki Boom, you got a sale. This is, when I first saw this, I nearly screamed because I just wasn't expecting it at all, actually. And I clicked on the email to see, exactly, like how much is this? And so one of the sales that I got was $288.63 right there. And this was for their program called Internet Traffic Academy. And then there's another sale that I made earlier that same day, actually. That was, if this thing wants to load up here, that'd be great. It's this other email right here, Shiki Boom, you got a sale. I think this was like earlier in that same hour. It was from the Success Challenge, like the lifetime membership, and it was a $376 commission and 35 cents. Now, initially, when I first saw this, I'm like, oh my god, I made my very first two sales. But when I actually looked into this more, what I realized was that these two sales were actually not my very first two sales. In fact, there was actually another sale that I made about a month ago, a month prior to this, actually. A month prior to, almost, when I'm recording this, on like February of 24th, where I actually made another sale of like, I think it was like $50 right there. In fact, if I go to earnings, I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. But interesting story, actually. I did not get notified on February the 24th when I made that first sale. So I didn't actually know about this until after I had gotten those other two sales, and I looked into this, and I realized that I actually got another commission of $57.03 right there. And this was on February of just last month, actually. So I made one sale if I go under here. It's February 24th, I believe it was. Yeah, February 24th, and this was for the monthly membership of the 4% Success Challenge. But anyways, I want to talk about exactly how I made these first 2 or 3 sales inside of the 4% challenge, and how you could, of course, start making sales in this program as well. So whether you are into this program right now and you're wondering, how you could start getting those sales, or maybe you are looking into this program and you're wondering, is this thing actually legit? Can you make money with the 4% challenge? Real quick, I just want to give the short answer. This is definitely a legit program. You can make money with it. However, the one thing that I want to really stress in this video is that just because you join a program does not mean that you are guaranteed results. These results are not guaranteed. It does require that you put in consistent effort on your end in order to really get those long-term results. So the problem with most people is they get into a program like this and they kind of think that, okay, because I bought into this thing, that immediately I'm going to start making money. That's not the case. You definitely have to be willing to, of course, put in the work. And as long as you're willing to do that, then you could probably, make some sales right there. But it definitely does take work, and that's just the one thing that I really cannot stress about. But I want to share 5 tips that'll help you start getting sales inside of the 4% or whatever else it is that you want to, really promote online. So the 4% Success Challenge is really all about teaching you how to build an online business through affiliate marketing. That's really what it all goes over. It gives you an entire step-by-step blueprint that you can, of course, follow that will help you pretty much promote, whatever it is that you want to promote online. So tip number 1 is you want to learn from those who have the results that you want. If you want to achieve anything long term, it's best to learn from someone who ideally has the results that you're looking for. So if you want to learn how to do affiliate marketing, if you want to learn how to set up any sort of online business, it's best to get into some sort of training, some sort of mentorship program where you're learning a step-by-step proven blueprint that has been proven to work for other people. And this is really what it all comes down to. If you aren't willing to invest in your own skill sets, if you aren't willing to invest in yourself, if you aren't willing to, be coachable and learn from people who are getting the results that you want, then you can't really expect to get long-term results, in the long term. You have to be willing to learn from those that ideally have the results that you're looking for. So tip number 2 is something that I would also recommend is you want to promote high ticket offers. So the reason why I've been able to get, up to, $722, within, with just 3 sales is because I'm promoting high ticket, products right here. So the 4% has, lots of high ticket, great high ticket offers like, the Success Challenge, Internet Traffic Mastery. They also have eStage, which is their website builder. And they've got a few other programs in here as well. They also, they have a few other programs from Anthony Morrison, Adrian Morrison. But yeah, so $722, that came from just 3 sales. And that's because I'm promoting high ticket offers right there. So if you want to get to, an income goal of an extra $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month, it's much easier to get there if you are promoting high ticket offers rather than if you're promoting $20 ebooks on Amazon. So that's kind of the one thing I wanted to mention. I mean, you can make, $10,000 a month with, $20 ebooks, but it's very difficult to do that. So I'd say it's best that to promote high ticket offers. And that's really how you're going to get to your income goal much quicker. But tip number 3 is you ideally want to build your own sales funnel and you want to brand it yourself. So I'd say that hands down the biggest reason why it took me so long to start getting big results like this is because what I was doing for well over a year, maybe 2 years or more, I was leveraging these pre-built sales funnels, these pre-built capture pages, these pre-recorded videos that the company I was promoting, they would provide to me. And I thought that if I just get enough clicks over to a link, that eventually I'm going to start making consistent sales. However, the downside is that when you have thousands, if not tens of thousands of other people promoting the exact same thing, it's very difficult to stand out from everyone else. And, you just kind of look the same as everyone else. So what tends to happen is your conversions really tend to go down because, people are seeing the exact same offer over and over again, and they don't really know exactly who to buy from. So ideally what you want to do is you want to build out your own sales funnel. You want to brand yourself. You want to, really build up a following of people that know, like, and trust you. And that's really what it all comes down to. People have to know, like, and trust you before they feel comfortable buying anything that you recommend. So something that I would also recommend is, putting yourself out there more, putting out content on a regular basis, creating videos of yourself, that's what that's actually what I started doing. And I think that played a huge role in getting my first big commissions online. So if you aren't, connecting with people, if you aren't actually, putting out videos, if you aren't connecting with people one-on-one, if you're not doing at least one of those 2 things, then it's very difficult for you it's going to be very difficult to actually get those long-term results online. So especially if you're promoting high-ticket programs, I'd say it's very crucial that you really do what it takes to build up trust with people. And I'd say one of the best ways is actually by creating videos and introducing yourself that way, because people, they of course get to know you much quicker, and they immediately immediately connect with you much easier that way. But tip number 4 is you want to drive targeted traffic through your funnel. So once you have your own sales funnel built up, then what it all comes down to is you have to drive consistent targeted traffic to your sales funnel. And there's plenty of ways you can go about this. You could set up Facebook ads, you could buy solo ads, you could leverage influencers, you could do like Bing ads, you could set up your own website, you could set up your own YouTube channel. But what I would personally recommend is start with one traffic source and then become great at that. Really focus on developing your skills at whatever traffic source it is that you decide to do, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever it is that you're doing. One other thing that I would recommend doing is if you're starting out on a rather low budget, like let's say that you get into the 4% or any other program, and let's say you don't have that much to invest on advertising, you don't have like a massive budget. What I would recommend you do is starting with a free organic traffic strategy. You could do, you could start up your own website. You could do Facebook. You can, connect with people one-on-one through Messenger. But what I actually did, and I'd say this is what really got me to getting my first major results in the 4% challenge. What I actually did was I focused on building up a YouTube channel here. So what I started doing is I started putting out videos on a regular basis. And keep in mind, when I first started doing this, I was not comfortable creating videos. I did not feel comfortable, getting on camera and talking about, different things of like how I was learning, of like different things that I was, of course, learning, because, I just wasn't, that comfortable when it came to, putting myself on camera. I was very hesitant to do videos for a very long time. And then eventually I just seen that, once I started seeing a lot of people doing very well on YouTube, then I just decided, well, you know what? YouTube's a free traffic source. It's known to be one of the highest quality forms of traffic. Although it isn't, fast, overnight, get rich quick type of traffic where you put out one video and you got like 1,000 people, wanted to join your product right away. It is some of the highest quality traffic that you can get anywhere, because think about it like this, right? Someone goes on YouTube, they search up how to make money online, how to do affiliate marketing, how to get in a better shape, right? And if one of your videos comes up and they someone finds exactly what they're looking for, they learn some great information from you and they want to learn more about what you have to offer, then they could check out any product or program that you recommend in your description. And then once they actually decide to enroll in your program, then you get that commission right there. And also think of it like this: if they see an actual person on camera, which I'd say YouTube is very great for, if you're putting out videos and you're, of course, connecting with people more, it, really helps with building up legitimacy, then they're going to trust you a lot more than the average person who's just, buying solo ads, sending, a bunch of clicks to an affiliate link and just hoping that, they make money rather quickly. So that's kind of what the average person does when they get into affiliate marketing, is they're just like, okay, I got my link, I got my pre-built sales funnel, I'm just gonna buy some clicks on Udemy, I'm gonna buy like 50 clicks, and then I'm just gonna hope that I make sales rather quickly. Well, that's what I did that for like an entire year, and I maybe made like one like $20 commission, and that person later like refunded or something like that. I was promoting something else at the time, but yeah, you really cannot stress this enough. You got to have your own sales funnel, and you got to be driving consistent, quality, very targeted traffic through your funnel. And that's really step number 4. And then step number 5, or tip number 5 rather, is you got to have a long-term mindset. You have to understand that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I mentioned that earlier in the video. If you want to have long-term results with anything that you do, your mindset has to be in direct proportion of that. You have to have a long-term mindset. You got to be willing to, delay gratification. You got to be willing to put in the work on a rather consistent basis. You have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. If you're just kind of, joining into something, you're getting really pumped up in the beginning because, you like the motivational lessons in the beginning of the program, and then you're not really taking much action afterwards, you can't really expect to get, anywhere in the long term. So you definitely need to have a long-term mindset with whatever it is that you're doing, especially when it comes to growing any sort of business online. So affiliate marketing, network marketing, e-commerce, dropshipping, all these things, they all work, but you got to pick one thing and you got to stick with it long term. So that's just the one thing that I really just cannot stress enough in this video. But anyways, those are my 5 tips on how I made my very first $722 $722.01 in affiliate marketing, or in the 4% challenge right here. But I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you got lots of great value out of this. I was, as you can see here, I'm, super like just pumped up about this because I was just very excited to finally get my very first big commission in this program right here. But anyways, hope you found lots of value in this video right here. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give this a thumbs up because it really does help the channel. But if you'd like to learn more about how you can get started with affiliate marketing, you want to learn how to start generating big commissions like this, then all you have to do is click the first link down below, and that will give you access to a free web class you can, of course, attend from my mentor, Vic Stryzeus. And he's going to walk you through the entire process on how to really build up a long-term, stable affiliate marketing business in long term. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Check out that first link down below, and take care.